Hello everybody and welcome to North 100 Showdown, a Canadian Highlander Throwdown. My name is Wheeler and joining me I have a Nelson.
I'm also old.
And we got a James on tech.
Yeah, I don't want to be here.
And we've got you to thank for making all of this possible. What do you mean you don't want to be here?
I don't know.
All you do is hang around the office.
Yeah, I know, but I would rather be at home sleeping.
Let us know James's dream job in the comments down below.
You're playing Arena on your phone right now. I can see it.
Yeah, I'm losing. It's terrible.
And
that's why he doesn't want to be here.
Yeah.
And if you're losing, why don't you try winning? And the first step to that is going over to patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Using that link will set you up with all the other winners that support us and everything we do here, including what you're about to see. And if you want more information on what you're about to see, you can look in the description for information on the format or the deck lists down below. I am playing Czech Pile.
Go ahead.
Well, it's 4-color, no white, mid-range control, Grixis with Goyf, Jund with Mana Leak. I have a heavy discard / exile / like inty stuff, just inty things.
I took a look at your list and there's some curious cards that I'm excited to hopefully see at least one of.
I did take auto inspiration from a couple of lists made by Genghis Prawn and Minstrel on the Discord.
Awesome.
And I saw some wacky cards that I've never cast before. And if I'm going to play a 4-color value pile, kind of want a little space in there.
I like having some spice. I think your deck, other than the weird cards, is pretty representative of the format right now. Your points are Moxes.
Yes,
right?
triple Mox, Sapphire
Cruise,
Jet,
or
Ruby, and Cruise.
Cruise, yeah, exactly. So triple Mox with some sort of bonus, whether it's the Ancient Tomb or the Tolarian Academy or the Dig Through Time or whatever. And that feels like a lot of where our format's at right now.
The cards are so good. You don't need pointed cards that do things. You just need pointed cards that let you do your other things faster.
Yeah, so I am in agreement on the opinion. I did bring a deck putting a lot of points into Time Walk.
Okay.
And Time Walk and Seeker right now are only 7, so I could have just been on like blue Mox or green Mox, but I thought, why don't I just play Demonic Tutor instead to try to back up the plan, like to get the Time Walk and feel what it's like to play not Moxes, you know.
So you're a 4-color SeekerWalk deck, no white.
No red.
Oh, no red.
Yeah, I brought white cards. Do we have the things wrong? Oh, no, I didn't. I'm sorry. The symbols are so far away from me. James, I have an error. My deck does not have red cards, but does have white cards.
So you are 4-color SeekerWalk, no red. That makes sense. You kind of need Ephemerate to do the
It's
thing.
one of the SeekerWalk pieces, right? So I'm on the SeekerWalk package. I'm also playing Nadu. And I included Steel Shaper's Gift to be like, okay, Nadu and Seeker can go get Shuko if need be, or maybe if I have stuff to target, Seeker can get Eldamri's Call. So there's some splash value there.
Cool.
And then I'm playing like 8 or 9 initiative cards, which I think I'm just going to continue to do in every deck unless I can think of a reason not to.
You could be playing Jeskai.
Right.
Or combo.
Jeskai and combo reasons not to, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Jeskai, I think you can play the initiative if you want.
Yeah.
But maybe we've got a whole podcast so we want to talk about why you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyways, if anyone wants to guess who won the die roll.
I've been losing the die roll so much. Now, I did win the die roll last match against Surge and this match, so I will be going first.
Where are you losing these die rolls? The tournaments that I'm not invited to, or?
Okay, so I'm going to play Urza Saga as my land.
Great.
And I'm then going to play Mox Sapphire.
Love this start.
And then I'm going to play an Urza's Bauble.
All right.
I'm secretly an Academy deck. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's why I threw that out there as like potential other points card. You know, it's like sometimes Academy is easy to play. I've got a Tropical Island and an Elvish Mystic.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Draw.
Easy to play even in a deck that doesn't feel like it's focused on artifacts.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll get a counter, and then I'm going to play an Odawara as my land, and I'm going to pass.
I'll untap. Draw. Okay. Well, Yeah. Let's do this. We'll cast Ponder.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Ponder with mana dorks. Kamola would be proud.
Yeah. Well, this is just like what divination and, or it's like it just goes from this to treasure cruise, right?
Yeah.
Like the 1 mana card drawing spells are the card drawing spells of the format.
Once you get past like Ponder, Preordained, Brainstorm, the rest you don't have to play. I mean, I do.
It's very.
Go ahead.
I was
James.
going to say it's very interesting looking at your choices of art when I type in a card and I notice that you're both playing them. Nelson's Ponder is better.
I mean,
I have the Fish Ponder
Yeah, it's better.
in German foil. Oh, you like back of Bald Man's head?
Yeah,
it's got those tattoos though.
this is just better.
Interesting.
Interesting, James. Gosh, my first 2 turns have been a big thinker. I will play a Misty Rainforest, and then am I doing this? Is this really what I'm all about? Am I that guy?
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
It just seems so good. Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice this. I'm at
Okay.
19. I'll find some sort of green or blue-black land. Oh, sorry, I tapped this. I want to make a green mana.
Yeah.
I'll shuffle.
Sure.
I'm going to cast Assassin's Trophy targeting Urza's Saga, which is a first for me.
I'm going to respond.
Very good.
I'm going to make a car instruct.
Okay.
I don't hate this.
The thing is, it takes out kind of like 2 cards, right? Like the second construct is relevant. You've noticed I've been very into Urza's Saga lately. Urza's Saga on the initiative. Nelly is catching up to how good Magic got in 2021.
Pretty good.
I'm proud of me. Hey, here I am doing it. Better late than never. Yeah, so blowing up the Saga, while it does like cement your land drop, it means I don't have to deal with whatever your 0 or 1 is, and potentially shrinks the construct.
I'm going to grab a basic swamp.
Excellent. Back to you after that.
I might crack this bauble.
Up to you.
Because
Yeah.
now my game plan is less centered around make these things as big as possible.
Right.
And now it's like, what if I cast other spells?
Right.
I think I will. I'm going to bauble you.
So this is the top card of my library?
No,
Oh,
look at
random
a
from
card
my
at
hand?
random from your hand.
Sure. Reroll 6. This is 5. This is
Sure.
1. We got this one. You look at.
Interesting.
Now, I actually don't know about this card. Am I supposed to like shuffle and try to not know which one you saw, or does it matter?
I don't know. It's Bridgeworks battle.
Yeah.
Like the battle for
Back
whatever
to
the
you.
hell it's
Yeah.
called.
Yeah. I'm playing this card.
Upkeep, draw, and draw step. Well, maybe my game plan should have been play cards to make them bigger. So that Saga was pretty important for me. I'm going to fire off a Duress.
Great. Well, I have this Bridgeworks battle, about along with 2 lands and 2 black creatures. So I guess this is out.
I'm going to take the...
Yeah. I can just play these up for a bit.
Then I'm going to play a Shadow Spear.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack you for 3.
I lose 3 life.
Go ahead.
All right. Got the 1 blue mana. I'll play this swamp and cast this Sheoldred the Apocalypse.
Okay.
Back to you.
Draw for turn. I
Lose
take
2
2.
life.
I'm going to play Ledger Shredder.
Okay.
Really good into Sheoldred.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pass.
Okay, I'll untap. I'll draw a card and gain 2 life. I'll cast a Brainstorm.
Okay.
I'll trigger Sheoldred.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to pick these up. But you know about Caracas in opposition somewhere in the top whatever. And then... Yeah, that seems a little sketchy, but that seems really good. Sure. Put these 2 back like that and get 6 life. And then I'll play a Caracas and cast the 1 ring.
Ledger Shredder trigger.
You got it. You lose 2 life?
I do lose 2 life. I'm gonna discard this. I don't know. Unfortunately, this Party Thrasher.
Now, this card is one of the ones I saw on your list that I haven't seen in a Canadian Highlander deck before, and if I recall correctly, I was the only one trying to give this card any credit in the podcast.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely sus when it comes to this card.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a 1 ring.
I'll draw.
Yeah, that's fine.
I gain a burden counter. I gain 2 life.
6. Yeah.
Back to you.
Untap. Draw.
You lose 2 life.
Yeah. I'm going to play a Wasteland. I'm going to waste your... Ooh. I mean, the crick is the crick.
This is a swamp. Yeah, the crick is the crick.
I mean, I don't think hitting your mana is super relevant here. I'm going to hit your crick.
Crick. Crick down.
And then I'm going to cast a Fatal Push with Revolt to kill the Shieldred.
You got it.
I'm going to tap 2 and put Shadow Spear on the construct, and then I'm going to pass.
Untap. Losing a life. Drawing a card. Not gaining a life.
Haha.
Haha. Marsh Flats. Sacrifice Marsh Flats.
Sure. No. My magic cards.
Yeah, this seems right. I think I'm just supposed to get this one. Plains. Oh, I'm gonna shuffle some more in a moment. I'll cast Seasoned Dungeoneer.
Yep.
Find another basic land.
Sure.
Put it in my hand, and go into the first room of the dungeon first, obviously.
You're into the secret entrance. You have the initiative.
This island in my hand.
Would you like to be characterized as a bead?
Please.
All right,
I think
well,
we
let me
even
get my
have some beads
beads
here.
out.
We might have beads right here.
No, no.
No?
We do things like Pokemon on the playground. We use little beads.
Let's get the little dice.
You're going to be a bead.
Tragically, this Elvish Mystic is not a cleric, rogue, warrior, or wizard.
You know, I've always complained about that.
Nah, druids are
I
great.
want to go on record. I've always said it's crap.
Elvish Mystic should be a wizard. That would be way too
What
good.
card?
What's happening?
Who?
James, I fill for time. I'll add a counter and draw 2 cards.
Okay.
I'll cast Skull Clan,
Trigger.
please.
Yoink. I'm going to discard this Dreadhorde Arcanist.
Back to you.
Get this bigger. Untap. Draw. One, two, three. That's going to get pretty big. You have a bunch of cards in hand.
4.
One of them is an opposition agent.
Maybe.
One of them is potentially an opposition agent. I think it's just better for me to go face up on this and try to race or find stuff. I'm going to play a Bayou. I'm going to tap 3. And I'm going to cast opposition agent.
Great.
And then I'm going to cast another Goyf.
Okay.
Trigger my Ledger Shredder.
You got it.
I'm going to discard this Dragon's Rage Channeler. I'm going to hit you for 4 in the air.
I'm going to take 4. You'll get the initiative.
I get the initiative, and I go into the secret entrance. Now, I will be depicted by the blue die. You have already lost this argument, for I have depicted myself as a blue D6 and you as a simple bead. I'm going to get basic island, and then I'm going to pass.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say here, but I think it starts with Saiba or something. I'll lose
I
2
could have
life.
attacked with this thing.
Did you want to?
Yeah, do you mind if I attack with this thing?
Okay, so it's a 1, 2, 3.
4, because it gets +1/+1.
yeah.
That's what I missed.
You're
Yeah.
good.
All right, thanks. Go to 18.
Okay, great.
Go ahead.
Okay,
I'm just staring. I'm like, I can't attack with this thing. It's too small. And then I pass. I'm like, why the hell didn't I attack with this thing? It's too big.
Sorry, we went to cheat step while I was doing my burden counters. I think I got them. I just don't want to get them twice.
You were at 24, and then you took 8. No, you haven't gotten them yet.
Was it 24 when you attacked me with this?
You were at 24 after the fetch from the Marsh Flats.
All right, sounds good.
And you're taking 8. Yeah.
Drawing a card.
Hey, Wheeler, I did a goof. Did I do a good job?
Where's your goof,
What's
dude?
the goof? Is it the deck name? Is it the...
No, my name's still... Oh, Simple Bean.
Well, it's only really funny if you change his name to Blue D6.
All right.
Sorry, it could be funny either way. It's just only fair this way.
Damn, James on Tech rules.
There you go.
Thank you.
Hard to argue.
Oh, I guess he was simple bead, not bean, eh?
Yeah.
All right.
Bean A, that was...
That's how you spell bead, right?
Yeah. Bean A.
Bean A was
You can be
my
Bean A,
father's
but I want to be
sister,
Bean
yeah.
1.
All right. Where are we going here? This is bad. This is bad. This is fine.
Okay. You have more cards than God.
Yeah, I know, right?
Does that help? Your
Right. Attack in with this thing.
Yeah.
Explore. Get protection from creatures.
Yeah.
Okay, exploring.
Explorer's Reveal.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I'll probably leave this one on top.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I won't put it in the graveyard, and I will make this thing larger. Crack for 4.
Yeah.
Take the initiative.
Yeah.
Go into the next room. Yeah.
Put 2 counters on.
Yeah, sure. Let's just put them back on this.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm dead on board, right?
Possibly? Yeah. Let's draw cards with the 1 ring. Mm-hmm. So it's put a burden counter on, then draw 3. Sure. Play Bayou for turn.
Yep.
Cast this Time Walk.
Yep.
Cast this Endurance. Trigger.
This one
You
triggers.
got it. Yeah.
I will discard this basic island.
Okay. I'd like to put your graveyard on the bottom of your library in a random order,
Okay. My Goif is so baby.
and then I'll put the clamp on that Seasoned Engineer.
Yeah, and so then you
Go to
ping
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Untap. Lose 3 life. Right. You lose 5 from the initiative.
Go to 9.
Okay. You're at 9. I'll draw a card. You got my burden counters
Yeah.
just now, right? I'll draw this card. This is a 0/1.
A 0/1.
This is a 3/2.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know if I quite have you dead. Because what? I can give this protection, and this is currently 5/6. We'll put you to 3. I don't think I can kill both your friends.
You do have a draw 4.
I do have a draw 4, but I don't want to lose to it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine too.
Yep. Thank you. I might do... If I did this and then this, yeah, that probably works. What if I did this? I only have 1 white mana. Right, okay. Sorry. My hand is complicated because you have an agent of...
Yeah, the Oppo
opposition agent and my fetch lands and stuff, yeah.
Oppo Agent's pretty good against the creature combo decks.
Yeah. Okay, so we go here, and then we go here, and then we go here, and then I can kill 2 creatures, right? Probably. Maybe. Oh, definitely with this helping. That'll work. Okay. 2 mana, Ley Line Binding.
Okay.
Target Oppo Agent.
Okay.
Okay. Demonic Tutor.
Ledger Shredder trigger.
You got it.
I'll discard this Inquisition of Kozilek.
This
Yeah.
resolves?
Yes.
Okay. Get this Path Exile.
You don't have the mana for Path.
I know, but I'm going to play a Polluted Delta and then go sacrifice it to 10 to get a Scrubland.
And then you path this.
Then I
and
path that and I crundle in and it looks like
Okay.
lethal. Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
That hand was all in on the Saga.
Okay. So I didn't know that when I chose. I've just keep developing more respect for Saga even this late into Saga's career.
Well, all in might be tough. I had a lot of red cards, and so I was like, well, I'm going to find
go get the Mox
Ruby off of this, and then
Right.
not hitting the land.
Right. Okay.
But I don't know. I felt like
But you still didn't want to get a mountain. You gotta.
I don't have a mountain.
Oh, you don't have a mountain. So my Assassin's Trophy was a little more charged than it should have been against that
Yeah.
hand. Okay.
I feel like until the time walk, that was a game.
Absolutely. No. Yeah. Revealing Time Walk off the Explorer certainly changed things.
Okay. Game two.
Game two. Yep. This is great because, James changed my name to a simple bead earlier, really trying to microaggress me into the dirt. But now I've won a game and he has a heart out, so he's rooting for me. He can't help it.
Go simple bead.
I am made of glass,
James,
but
can
you will shatter.
Can you change my name to Powerful Bean?
Absolutely not.
What? Go with the bit, dude.
Look, I'm just temp. I don't want to mess things up too much. I don't want Ben to come home and yell at me.
James, don't let Wheeler bully you.
He's like 29.
He's already got two
can't
great
yell at you.
names. If anyone can yell at this office, it's Ben Ulmer. He's
That's-
great at yelling.
That different kind of yelling.
Yeah. Oh, this is so close to being a keep.
I will keep.
One thing about jamming more and more surveil lands, because they're so great, is your mana dork dependent hands get a bit worse. It's like, keep one land with 2 mana dorks? Maybe. Tap land with 2 mana dorks on the draw?
Yeah, surveillance are kind of weird in decks with so many, like, I have a bunch of 1 mana cards, but I don't know, maybe people Inquisition or Kozilek on turn 1 too much anyways, right? And so they're a little awkward in the mana dork decks, but also they're just like kind of awkward because they get better when you add more lands to your deck too, right? When you just have more options to find untapped lands or draw the untapped lands, and then you use them later on.
Wait, should I get rid of this? Sorry.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to the simple bead.
It's the bead who is wrong. I'll put that one on the bottom. Okay.
Breeding pool, go.
Indatha Triome, go.
Arid Mesa, go.
Interesting. Avacyn's Pilgrim.
Yep.
Thinking.
This man's got a guy's cradle.
Lush Portico.
Told you.
Trigger? Let's chill.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
I'm gonna fetch.
Okay.
Find a Xander's Lounge.
Nice.
I guess Surveillance are a new entry into the long line of lands that people take game actions before they play them sometimes. Like, Cradle is totally that one, because people are just like, creature, Cradle, tap for 1,000,000, or like Academy.
Right. Like you spend the mana off the cradle before you've even put the cradle into play.
No.
Or you just mean
it's
that,
just
like-
I'm going to see if these creatures resolve before exposing my
Oh,
Cradle.
I see. Yeah, the strategy of playing
Yeah.
these lands changes. Yeah, I mean, the Surveil effect is kind of like a draw spell. So you're like sometimes wanting to play it immediately, and sometimes you need to figure out how your turn goes before you can play it.
I'm going to opt.
You got it.
Yeah. Yoink. Otawara. Ledger Shredder.
You got it.
Galvanic Discharge, targeting your Absence Pilgrim. Ledger Shredder, trigger. I'm going to discard a Zagoth Triumph.
You keep some energy, or you
If I
gonna play
keep
around
2
mutagenic
energy.
growth, huh?
I'll keep 2 energy.
Okay.
And then that'll be a pass.
You discarded a land. Okay.
I don't even know if I brought an energy counter. I brought day night. I didn't bring an energy. I brought an on an adventure, and I didn't bring an energy counter.
We've got an energy counter. Right? We must. We have to.
We have to. Here, I'll find the energy
Okay,
counter.
all right,
You
all right.
Continue on with magic.
I'm
again.
casting White Plume Adventurer. Is that going to resolve? I would like to introduce the initiative.
No, I do not believe it will resolve,
Oh,
my
fair
dear
enough.
boy.
You're going to find an energy encounter and declare Force of Will?
I've got a Force of Will.
Very good, very good.
I'm going to cast Force of Will, and I'm going to pitch. I'm going to pitch
Some blue card?
I'm going to pitch Serum Visions.
Okay. Good job, White Plume him to track. Proud of you.
Here's an energy counter. I have 2.
I put your life to 19.
Thank you.
No worries. My land for the turn was also Otawara.
Oh.
Oh, Tawara.
I'm going to attack for 1.
19.
They're going to play this card that this cool Fallout
Nice.
card.
Fallout.
Veronica, Dissident Scribe. 3-mana, 3/3 menace. When it attacks, I can loot I can rummage.
Yeah.
Rather. Whenever I rummage, I make a junk token, but only once each turn, and only if I discard a non-land.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that one's a reader.
Yep.
3/3 menace, though. It's saying something.
Yeah, this card's kind of cool. I mean, part of the reason why I wanted to play this deck is because I didn't know this card existed.
Fair. Oh, well, that's a little sketchy now, isn't it? -2, that and that. Is that terrible? Yes.
No, do it.
No, it's bad.
No, come on, dude, do it.
It's so wrong.
Dude, you said you'd do it.
This is fine. Cards in hand?
2.
He already played a Force of Will and a Galvanic Discharge. Whatever. There's a Saga.
Yeah.
Ravenloft Adventurer.
Okay.
Okay. This has a counter on it.
You go through the initiative.
I want to get into the dungeon. I've got the thingy here. If you wouldn't mind finding my bead.
Oh, your bead?
Please. I wish to be represented by bead.
I will represent you with a small glass bead.
And then I think I just get a swamp here.
You small bead, you.
Little bead that loves a swamp. Go ahead, sir.
Small bead loves the swamp. Combat
Yes.
for you.
Do you have a trigger on
No,
attack?
I'm not going to do this.
You're not going to do it? Okay, I just take 4 and you get the initiative.
Now I'm going to represent myself with a blue D12.
Whoa.
The D6 did not do enough.
We need to up the hubris on this game.
Get me a D12. No, not the rap group, damn it.
I'd like to be represented by a Jurassic 5. Okay, you may cut if you want.
Well, I'll cut all right. Right there. Let's play a big fish.
Okay.
Wait, no, not a fish. It's a dragon. I'm going to play a Murktide Regent.
Awesome.
One, two, three, four, 5.
Okay, 3
So
counters?
it's a 6/6.
Chill.
Go ahead.
Upkeep. Draw. This thing goes to 2. Source Flashes.
Evasive action.
No, the counter unless you pay 4?
Yeah.
Me playing around Mana Leak, my tiny brain.
Classic small bead play patterns of only playing around the mana leak, but not the evasive action.
All right, well, I guess Ledger Shredder's going to trigger this turn. I'll cast Ponder.
Ledger Shred triggers this turn.
Yeah.
I will discard a mana leak.
Evasive action.
Around this.
Brutal. This resolves?
Yeah, and I also discarded a non-land card this turn, so I make a junk token.
Oh, those are separate triggers.
Yes.
Sick. Okay.
I think that's part of why this card was in here. Nobody has junk tokens, so I'm using this landmine token, which we have 2 of for some reason.
All right. Yeah, the junk tokens I think only came in the Fallout decks.
Yep.
Well, this is a shuffle. like which land I play mattered too. So it was like a tough. It wasn't just a play around evasive action forehead situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what does the junk do again? This lets you rummage? What is it? Oh no, it exiles top card?
You exile. It's an artifact that tap, sacrifice, exile the top card of your library. You can play that card this turn. Use only as a sorcery.
Okay.
Here, I'm going to move the small bead over here.
So on your main phase, you can tap it, sacrifice it, reveal counterspell from the top of your library, and you
Yeah.
play that card this turn, right?
Yeah, synergy. It's called synergy, Nelson.
Yeah, maybe you've heard
Maybe
of it.
you've heard of it.
No, the good word of synergy hasn't made it to Small Beadsville yet, has it?
Small Beadsville doesn't have very good internet, does it?
No, I shuffled you away, you dick.
Oh, Ponderbug.
Playing a swamp. Passing the turn.
So I am still the Monarch.
It's true.
And
You're the Dungeoneer.
I'm the Dungeon Boy.
Yeah.
I'd like
Dungeon Boil.
I'm the Dungeon Boil. I'd like to put 2 counters on my Veronica
That seems really smart.
as I move my D12 down the line. I'm going to crack this junk token
Got it.
and exile a Verdant Catacombs. I'm going to play a Verdant Catacombs.
All right.
I'd like to go to combat.
Sweet.
I'm going to attack you with my Veronica and my Murktide Regent. Veronica's going to trigger.
Yeah.
I'm going to discard a Mox Jet. Draw.
Okay.
And because I've discarded a card, I get a junk token.
Yeah. No blocks.
Okay, take 11.
Okay.
I'm going to crack this junk token. I'm going to cast Cataxian Probe, targeting you.
Okay. That resolves. I have a Memory Lapse, Prismatic Vista, and a Nomad's Encore in hand.
Okay. Draw for this. Get Probe. I'm going to cast a Preordain.
Have you triggered Legislature yet?
No.
Okay.
Trigger. I'm going to discard this Dark Slick Shores.
Nice.
Preordain. Sorry, it was Prismatic Ending, Nomad's Encore, Memory Lapse.
Vista, Nomad's Encore,
Vista.
Memory Lapse. Yeah. Land, Counterspell, Nomads.
I'm going to bottom both of these. Drop. Go ahead.
Make a little buddy.
You got a buddy.
Tap. Draw. 4 life points, you say. I'm not going to make another little buddy,
Okay.
but I'll float a
mana.
colorless, yeah.
Sure.
And then tutor?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, deck. Can you get out of this fun situation that we're in? What do you think?
Maybe.
Maybe we should just like be good to James.
You just want to go. You want to concede?
I saw my card for the beginning of the draw step, yeah. So
Judging by the card from
certainly-
your hand and the
Yeah,
card that you
I'm
draw,
fine with it.
what's the card you drew?
I drew Reanimate. I
Uh,
don't think that keeps me. I get a White Plume Adventurer, but I can't deal with all the evasive creatures.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I don't have removal
no,
spells.
yeah, you're done.
I can get Shadow Spear, but it's not enough. I
Okay.
needed to just play my swamp before that Sword Splashers, I guess. Forehead.
Always play around evasive action, 5-head. It is a card that has gotten me a lot more.
You're not. This isn't the first time I played against it this year. Yeah, evasive action has been like creeping into people's decks. You know.
Triomes.
Yep. And just like, yeah, Triomes. Triomes is the main problem, I suppose. Triomes meaning that 4-color decks are more and more popular.
Also, just like, I don't know. Sometimes when we talk about mana drain, there was an old argument for people that wanted mana drain to be 0,
Yeah.
where they're like, sometimes it's just another counterspell.
Sure.
And it's like, yeah, that's not okay. Like, counterspell is an unreal card.
Yeah, like really good card. Yeah.
And evasive action, when it's not, pogging off at 4 or 5 mana,
Yeah.
like sometimes it is just mana leak.
Yeah.
Which is
Still pretty good.
very good.
Yep. Turns out.
Sometimes it's a miscalculation. What's
Or
the
a
worst
loose
evasive
focus.
action you've ever cast?
I'm on like
For
very few evasive actions cast total. I don't know if I've included it in the constructed deck that I built, but I've played it in dual decks. So I probably have had to evasive action someone's, Knight of Yawgmoth for only 2 or something before, but it got them because that thing's 4 mana.
Oh boy, this Sanguine Guard is going to kill me.
Better hit it with the evasive action. Oh no, they drew all their bad mana rocks. This evasive action's useless. That Phyrexia versus the Coalition dual decks was pretty fun, though.
I miss dual decks.
Yeah.
Fun. Some of them were trash.
Well, all of them included trash cards, which was the best part of it.
Yeah.
But some of them were a bad matchup. Yeah. Do you remember the Divine versus Demonic deck? All that mattered was hitting all of your land drops like up to 10.
Yeah, because you're just looking to cast your Luminous Angel and your...
Yeah, just like everyone's stuff is kind of bad, but if you just keep playing stuff every turn, you'll win.
If you can cast a kicked Promise of Power, you're probably winning the game.
Yeah. All right, I'll go first.
Okie doke. Good luck.
I feel like there's some people who would love this hand.
I'll mull if you mull.
Okay, I want to talk about it, actually. It's a really interesting hand.
Okay.
3 fetch lands, Odawara, Wasteland, Remand, Sword Splashers. Like, I think it's actually a pretty good hand on the draw.
Yeah, I don't mind it on the draw.
I just didn't want to jam it when I'm trying to do proactive stuff.
It's a hand on the draw that works pretty well against, like, most of the play patterns that you're worried about when your opponent's on the play, right? Like, if I Saga or just play, like, a Triome, you hit me with a Wasteland, then it's pretty good.
Yeah.
If I have a Mox draw and I play out a quick creature, then you can Swords, and that's pretty good. And then if I'm the like slower, kind of like try to counter your stuff, then you can like fight over it or just like make me waste my mana. And then when I go proactive, you can cash it in. I don't hate it on the draw.
I think in this matchup, it's not a great hand because I think I'm supposed to be the beatdown.
Yeah.
Like, your deck doesn't have mana dorks. It's full of more like 1.5 for 1s.
Yeah.
So, for that reason, I like putting back. Yeah, I'll keep.
Same. Also.
Forest.
Hold on.
Oh,
I
yeah,
got to put a card back.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
There's one I want to put back that like can't be right, but it's definitely the coolest thing to put back. Maybe I put back this. Let's me draw my things. I think I put back that one. Yeah. Okay.
I got a Forest and an Elves of Deep Shadow.
Okay.
Okay.
Put a Delta Go.
Elvish Mystic. Gaia's Cradle. Umezawa's Jute.
That one I should respond to.
Okay.
I'm gonna fetch. I'm gonna cast Opt off of a tropical island. Jite is kind of interesting. It makes me feel a little bit better about keeping not like a chimp. At the very least.
Nice. Congrats.
Yeah.
Appreciate the superior primate showing up.
I'll draw this. And then, yeah, Jite is good.
Boop.
18. Go ahead. Badlands. Kavu.
Oh, yeah.
Territorial Kavu. It's a 4/4. Go ahead.
Misty Rainforest. Sacrifice. 19. Does that thing get a trigger when it blocks, or just when it
Or just when it attacks?
attacks.
Just when it attacks? Okay.
Yeah, the German word for attacks kind of looks like angry, which helps you
Nice.
remember it.
Yeah, angriefed. This is a thing you do when you're angry, because you angriefed the opponent.
So angriefed. It's like hangry, but for legacy players that got turn 1 grief reanimated.
Incredible. I'll give it the Path Exile.
Okay. I'm going to find an island. And then, yeah, you can...
I'll suit the Jitte up and attack for 2.
Okay, I will take 2.
Okay. Cameras. Then I'll be done.
Path makes this a little interesting, but still a bit awkward. I might have to throw some resources away
Love to hear that.
to do things I don't want to.
Sounds like we're playing Magic.
A bayou.
Not bad. How about you?
I'm going to play Oko.
All right.
I'm going to turn the Jitte into a elk.
I will.
Oh, I'm going to tap.
Oh, yeah. Just tap like a legal person. I will gain 4 life.
Okay. Go ahead.
Elk. Untap.
Where's the 5?
Okay. Do my best to play around a bolt here. I'll cast Lion Sash. And then I'll make 3 colorless. Cast Shuko with 2 colorless
Sure.
remaining. And then put it on Elvish Mystic.
Okay.
And attack Oko.
Oko dice.
Okay. Go ahead. Maybe
So-
we're supposed to turn Jitte into an elephant or something to make it easier.
Sure.
to watch.
So the funny, goofy thing I had was I
Yes.
had this Pyroglyph and
Oh,
some
sick.
other glyphs.
All right.
I'm going to kill your Lion Sash.
Okie dokie.
It's an instant land planeswalker. So 3/4.
Okay. Now there's Artifact.
Now there's artifact and creature.
Yes.
So it's 5/6.
All right.
Go ahead.
You're like holding up a bolt or a fatal push, so I'm like, I just want to have another creature in play
Yeah.
before like my cradle goes away, and I like make the most of my mana. Go ahead.
Mm, 16. Thinking.
Yeah, all good.
I think I'm on. Playing a Blood Crypt tapped and then casting an Inti Seneschal of the Sun and passing.
Okay. I have a Noble Hierarch.
Okay.
Pass.
I'm going to attack with the Pyroglyph. I have an Inti trigger. I'm going to choose to discard Anya's Ravager.
Wow, cool turn, Wheeler.
And then when I do this, I get a counter on this. And I get to exile the top card of my line. I'm going to arrange the stack so that I get this.
Sure, you see
before
this
Yeah.
before you discard. Is that allowed? Sorry, yeah.
I think
Don't
so.
Don't you have to like discard? Oh, does the Madness trigger and then? Okay, you may discard a card. When you do, put a +1/+1. Also, whenever you discard one or more cards. Oh my god.
And this
Judge
has
question.
This
yeah.
also has a when I Madness uses a, like
you
there's a Madness
discard
trigger when you discard.
When you do, cast it for its Madness cost, put it into your grave. Okay. So yeah, Madness trigger. Anji's Ravager's in the. Oh, it's in exile, right? So it goes to exile. Trigger on the stack. Then this trigger goes on top of it, and you reveal a Dark Source. Yeah, I think this is fine.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
So reveal the shores. I'm going to cast this Anya's Ravager.
Sure.
And then I have a 6/7 trample Pyroglyph coming through. Right? Instant.
Artifact, instant, creature, land,
planeswalker.
5/+1.
Then I'm going to play Darkslick Shores as my land for the turn. And then I'm going to play Party Thrasher.
Great.
Previous one we mentioned. Non-creature spells I cast from exile have Convoke. At the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, I can discard a card from my hand. If I do, exile the top 2 cards of my library. I can play one of them this turn. Go ahead.
All the friends are here.
Yeah, the little combos. We're doing combos.
I'll play a Hedge Maze.
Okay.
Surveil 1. Put this on the bottom.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Draw. I'm going to pitch a card to Party Thrasher. That card is going to be Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. Because I've done this, I can exile the top 2 cards of my library and play them this turn. And
One of them.
I play one of them this turn, and I also have an Inti trigger.
Yeah, so you have to resolve this first because this is all one trigger, right? Or is it
I think it's reflexive.
If you do exile the top, okay, you may discard. If you do exile the top 2 cards to your library. Okay, sure. So now you have this trigger and this trigger you can order.
So I'm going to Inti first.
Sure.
So this is
exile,
the Inti pile.
You can cast that this turn.
And then the Party Thrasher pile.
Okay.
I'm going to put Probe as the card that I can play.
That just lives in exile now?
Yeah.
Okay. It's your begin combat.
Or it's beginning of main phase still. Because this is in pre-combat
I'm sorry. I thought this was at the beginning of your combat. Sorry.
I'm going to play this Mishra's Bauble.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast a Gataxian Probe, I guess for 2 life, targeting you at a 14.
I'm holding a scrub land.
Okay. I'm going to play this Flooded Strand for the turn. No, I shouldn't. Doesn't matter. I'm going to go to combat.
Okay.
These 2 have to attack. I'm going to layer the triggers so that Inti happens before Anya's Ravager. So Inti's trigger, I'm going to discard this Force of Negation.
Okay.
And put a 1/1 counter on Anya's Ravager and give it trample. And then exile a card from Inti. It's a Verdant Catacombs. Then Anya's Ravager is going to trigger. I'm going to discard my hand and draw 3 cards. I've discarded 2 cards, so Inti is going to exile 2 more cards. Daze and a Windswept Heath, and then I draw 3. And I'll let you know if I have anything before attack or before blocks. I do not. Okay. Past damage.
Yeah.
You take
6, right? Still, or is it? Did we get a sorcery?
Instant, sorcery, creature, land, planeswalker, artifact.
Is it 7 now?
7.
Okay. Yeah, we hit a sorcery.
Okay. Second main. I'm going to play a land in the form of Verdant Catacombs. I'm going to bauble your top of your deck.
If you look at this card.
I look at that card and then I draw an upkeep. Okay. I'm going to Uro.
2 green, 2 blue, and 5 cards.
Yeah. Uro. I'll get land, artifact.
I'm holding creature, artifact, instant land for you.
Okay. I will get instant, artifacts, instant, creature, artifact, land. So Uro, it's play. Draw, gain 3. I'll put this Wooded Foothills into play. And then I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to fetch down to 16. Green or red. I'm going to find a volcanic island. I'll shuffle in a second. And I'm going to play Veronica, Dissident Scribe.
Awesome.
And then I will pass.
I think you're out of weird cards that I hadn't seen in other decks before today. Yeah, you got them all this game. I drew another land.
Like, obviously, the only thing that was happening this match was me trying to figure out whether I play my land before casting the swords or not. Oh, well, maybe I'll guess correctly next time. Good games, Mr. Wheeler.
Thank you for the games.
Yeah.
I do think that is a thing that these decks can run into if you don't start chaining your, like, I don't know, Spirited Companions or whatever. Like, the Surveillance help. But, like, the Nadu package has added some more, like, blanks, like Shinko and Nomads.
Absolutely. I mean, I drew the Nomads in the game that was, like, the real game, Game 2.
Yeah.
Game 2, pretty back and forth.
Yeah.
You know, wasn't super long, but we definitely both played spells that mattered that game. I thought about... Did I have a choice to bottom? Oh, right. I just had the other thing is I did make the choice to cast Ravenloft Adventure. I thought about just playing like 3 spells that turn and just being like, this is a Nomads on core. I'm going to need it to like shove into your board to get the initiative back.
Right.
And a Ponder, and then like maybe try to set up for the following turn initiative. And then the turn after that, I'm like in a better spot to get it back. So I tanked on that for a while. So that was there's a couple decisions I made that game.
That one seems more sus to play the Adventure just because I'm like... kind of packed with a bunch of efficient removal, and so I have a guaranteed way of getting the initiative back.
Yeah, you have an invasive creature.
And then can just like, if I answer your Ravenloft, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't have a lot of other gas, and I don't know that my deck is like doing a great job playing into the late game before revealing the initiative. But maybe, I don't know. Like the thing is, your evasive creatures were also just threatening my life total already.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, some tough decisions for Nelly in game 2. That's okay. I agree though. The Nadu decks are maybe a little bit more likely to like hit some draws where they flood or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The payoff's obviously worth it.
Yeah, but I would keep that handy. You know, I mulled the 6 looking for a good one, and then like the only other real choice I had game 3 was like, am I getting rid of this 2/2 in order to like secure the kill on Oko or whatever? Like I pathed a creature that maybe isn't crucial and was like the only removal I hit that game, but I think I would play game 3 the same way again. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, chat? Actually, no, this is horrible.
No, don't say that. Yeah. What would you have done to win the game? Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you there, person that's not on camera, not having to explain everything live and aloud, that has the advantage of foresight.
Yeah.
How would have you done everything different and better and well? And also, how many PTs have you played on? No. Thanks for watching. I'm done being a heel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. If you like what we do, you can support us over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Of course, that is the best way to support us, everything we do here, including stuff like North 100 Showdown and getting Surge more Surveil lands.
That's important.
He only had 1 Surveil land in the last thing we recorded.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, oh, buddy, they're broken.
You got to get like all 10.
Oh, honey, they're cracked.
Sweetie pie, shove these in your deck.
I've been small bead. No, I'm D6, joined by small bead.
Small bead. Happy to be here.
And Doritos James, they call him.
Oh, I could go for a bag of Doritos.
Yeah, I bet you can.
That's like 3 episodes we've mentioned Doritos for free.
Because he keeps mentioning Doritos.
I don't know where it even came. Oh, because I think there were Doritos here, and then they just disappeared.
Oh,
and
damn, that's weird. How did they disappear, James?
Weird, James.
No, you ate them.
Hey,
no, I didn't.
Please,
Yeah,
if you've watched this far and you know anyone at Doritos, please get them the email.
Reach out.
Please, info@loadingreadyrun.com. Please.
How could supporting LRRMTG be... Oh, wait, no. How do I do this joke? How could supporting Loading Ready Run possibly be profitable for Frito-Lay?
It's just...
You should watch the movie Game Night. It's a fun one. Okay, good night, everybody. Bye!
Or watch Moneyball. Oh, that's a fun one, too.